It is one of the enduring mysteries of children's television. What in the heck happened to Steve from Blue's Clues, who was the longtime host of the very popular show for kids? And then in 2002, he quit the show and just went off the map, and nobody knows what he was doing. Well, he's back now, and he's making music. I think he's trying to address a kid's audience still, because he's making music. We're gonna play a little bit of this song for you. He's making music with a guy from the Flaming Lips. When we come back after this, you're gonna hear the song. You're gonna love this song. It's called OK Toilet Bowl.
Okay,
but Steve Burns is gonna be with us. Just take a listen to OK Toilet Bowl.
Now I'm pooping in the toilet bowl. I'm gonna sit right down and use what I know. Now here I go. I am no longer afraid.
Hold on, let's sing along.
Proud of the poop that I made. Not going anywhere else, and I do it
Not going anywhere else. Okay, this is gold. That is gold, or not necessarily gold, but something close to gold.
I love that
Steve
song.
Burns, we found him. We finally found the Blues Clues host, former Blues Clues host, Steve Burns. Thanks for joining us on TMZ Live, man.
Oh, hey, thanks for having me.
That should win an Oscar.
I can see why fans of the show have missed you. And so you're making music now with Steve Droz from Flaming Lips. And that was that the first song you guys did when you got together?
No, that was like maybe third or fourth.
Oh,
we
all
call
right.
that a song. We call that a song about courage.
It is a courageous song.
How so?
It is, yeah.
What I miss? How so?
Well, because it's about that age group. That's a big fear of theirs, actually, and we wanted to address that.
Hey,
So,
before we get into the present, what happened to you?
What do you mean?
You disappeared.
15
You're not
years.
David Copperfield.
I've been right here, dude. You know, I've always been kind of a private guy, I guess. And after the show, really what I've always done is I've always been a voiceover guy. And that's what I did before Blues Clues. That's what I did during the show. That's what I've done for the last 20 years. Blues Clues, to me, is the thing that seems like the anomaly.
And look, I'm certainly was too old for Blues Clues, and
Yeah.
as was Harvey. But there were people in the room this morning who were just dying to hear from you. Like, where has Steve been? Are you surprised at how much people missed you when you left the show? Did you think it was going to have that kind of an impact?
No, and it is really wonderful, I have to say. Like, the further away I get from it, the more sort of precious and amazing it becomes. Like, I've recently met people who grew up on the show that have kids that watch the show now. And that's really amazing. And when I think of like Grover, what Grover meant to me, like the concept that I could be somebody's Grover.
Right. You're
is
in
so
that.
awesome.
You're in that conversation now. Big Bird,
That's awesome.
Grover, Elmo, Steve Burns. You're all right
That's
there.
awesome.
So
That's
tell me
great.
why you got together with Steve Droz from Flaming Lips, and going back to kids music. What's the goal here?
Steven and I worked together on an album I did in 2001 for grown-ups, and I went on tour with the Flaming Lips for a while. They've been my favorite band since 1999, and he and I just became really fast friends, honestly. And Nickelodeon asked me to write a song about a groundhog. There he is, dude. And look at that, like that's pretty kid-friendly right there.
That is.
So we wrote a song about a groundhog together, and it was so much fun that I think in the middle of writing that song, we said, we need to make a whole kids album together. And we did.
Steve, I've been told we have to see what you have behind you there, because...
Oh, yeah, check this out.
Is
For
that-
those of you who did watch Blues Clues, they gave me the original thinking chair.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And my actual dog.
And I was
has
going to say that the dog is not from Blues Clues. That's your actual dog.
That's my actual dog, yeah, and he's kind of commandeered it.
Well, look,
That's awesome.
We
man.
don't have a whole lot of a lot of chances to get voiceover people on, but I have to say I've always envied people like you. I think it is the best job in show business.
I think you're right, Harvey. I think it always has been like the coolest gig. And again, like I'm kind of a private guy, and like it's I don't even have to wear pants if I don't want to go to work. It's great.
It's,
Good.
and by the way, and that's not an overrated concept.
True.
Not having to put on pants. That's the goal every day.
Okay,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve, good luck, man. Thanks for joining us, and I'm glad we've solved the mystery for everyone.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
By the way, later in the show, we have to play the poop song
He
again.
has a great voice.
It's a great voice.
He has a
I can see why he's been doing
voice.
it. I want to hear that poop song again.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.